Hello, ladies and gents. It is currently exactly 5:02 a.m. Texas time here in Wichita Falls, Texas. Today I've got a constitutional crisis going on up here in Nevada, up in Reno to be specific. I actually forgot all about this auditor until Lord Pelly did a video on him yesterday or the day before or something like that. Anyway, boy, this guy's quite a clown. I figured he'd be gone by now, but he's not. He's one of these guys. They call him Reno 911, and he's one of these types of auditors that thinks he's smarter than everybody else in the room. He's always coming up with these codes and these legal arguments that he thinks are gonna win him every time he opens his mouth, and they never do. You get a few different category of auditors. You got ones that trying to be real smart and end up in jail. Then you got ones that are dumb and they just accept it and they move on. I give them more credit than I give these guys that think they're intellectuals, because they're not, because they're dumb and they lose on just about every argument. Anyway, let's go ahead and watch. I got a couple of clips from him that you're just gonna love. Hopefully. Anyway, let's check it out.
I just want my rights upheld, and I think that my rights are violated if I can't record in the reading room of the library to a community court where the Nevada Supreme Court rules say that I should be able to record.
But if you're going to continue to film, then yes, I can arrest you.
Administrative. So under threat of arrest, I need to leave this room.
No,
Just
not record.
I'm not going to turn my cameras off or anything.
Then you can go outside then.
Yes, sir. Reno is very upset that he can't go into a library and record in the reading room. He didn't like that at all. He called it shocking. Shocking they wouldn't let him record in the library. Well, kids and all that stuff. Anyway, then he doesn't like that so much, he goes and he approaches the judge. He tries to approach the judge, a sitting judge, walking down the hallway with a bodyguard. And that didn't turn out any better than the first one did. Anyway, let's check that one out.
So he's outside of his courtroom and he's violating the Constitution. Judge, my name is Drew Rebar. Well, no, I'm going to bring a federal lawsuit here in the next day or two if we don't. Sir, will you talk to me? Because I'm just exercising my constitutional right. I submitted a form to the court to come and record community court, and he's refused to let me answer my emails to record community court.
That's right. He applied to do some filming, and they just ignored him. They just ignored him, probably because the library, they try to promote reading and writing and arithmetic and all that. Remember that stuff we used to learn when we was kids? They don't teach none of that no more. All they teach is this nonsense and babbling stupidness that guys like Reno 11 bring to the table, which is absolutely nothing. Anyway, the judge isn't going to even respond to him.
I submitted proper forms to record the court, and I shouldn't even need to have forms to record in a public library. The law is NRS 379040, and what it says is the library and its reading rooms shall forever remain free and open to the public, except for...
There's one hell of an education that this sitting judge, attorney, is not paying a bit of attention to. You talking to yourself while he's trying to do business there. Anyway, okay, let's end it. Let's finish it.
Reasonable regulations by the Library Board of Trustees is what the law says. He's operating in a reading room, in a public library, and he's stopping the people from observing the court. So he's outside of his courtroom, and he's violating the Constitution.
Poor Reno 911. Drew it doesn't seem like anybody pays attention to anything that Drew says. I can't imagine why. He's a non-stop talking machine. He doesn't do any thinking, but he does a lot of talking. Anyway, I'm going to find something else for you, because that was far too short, folks. Far too short. Let me see what I can find. Alrighty then, I'm back, and I found something. I see my local hometown auditor here in Wichita Falls has come back after 5 or 6 weeks and finally put up another video. This one, he goes back to the same post office he got arrested in a couple months ago. I think they dismissed those charges. I'm not sure. I haven't checked. He's a juvenile, so I don't know if I could even get the information, and I don't care that much anyway. Anyway, he goes back to the library, and he's very upset that they won't apologize to him for getting him arrested. It's crazy. Anyway, let's check him out.
All right, everyone. So we are back at the Wichita Falls post office that had me falsely arrested on February 24th. I've not been here since, and I know full well that they know they did something wrong that day on February 24th when they falsely arrested me, called the cops on me, and led to my arrest. Officer Daniel Wilson, he falsely arrested me, told me that I gave the false name Eli when I was being held in the juvenile holding facility, and tried to get me charged for a felony, saying that I was recording personal information for the reasons of criminal intention, which he has no right to assume my intention. They're not going to violate our rights like they did that day, and they will not think that they are above our rights given by the Constitution.
So I guess you're going to show us some evidence that the court ruled in your favor here? No, he's not. He's not going to provide any evidence that he wasn't prosecuted or anything like that. It probably got dismissed because it wasn't worth following up with. It was just to get him out of there for the day, you know. They know what they're doing. They found a way to get rid of the guy for a day, and they chose it because he's annoying. He's an annoying little brat.
Poster 7, local postmaster or installation head. They word that like I need permission when I do not. The only person who needs permission are the people who work for private news agencies that are commercially owned. So now we're going to see how they treat
Oh my, he just got distracted from a homeless guy singing and dancing in the post office. How unfortunate.
I watch them cameras now, because I'm on a very photographer.
Oh. Now, I do not think that they will violate our rights again today, but then again, I thought that they wouldn't violate my rights that day too. So I don't know what to expect. For all I know, this lady could call the cops, or this lady could call the officer that's upstairs and get her down here to intimidate me. Oh, I'm just exercising my First Amendment right to record in public.
Exercising?
Yeah, just my right to record in public, like areas like this.
I'm just wondering if I...
No, yeah.
Sounds suspicious.
No, yeah, I get that, but not really. But oh, and I believe she is going to tell on me. I think she might be going down there to ask if what I'm doing is okay, which it is. So a person just came up to me and told me that the worker is calling the manager. So we're gonna see how that goes.
Just right hand write the tracking number. Yeah, you don't have to do me, because otherwise you'll have to.
I'm sorry, what can I help you?
Hi, I'm just here to buy some stamps.
Sure. Do you want 1 for 73 cents?
I got $1. Is there like any cheaper ones?
73 cents a piece.
Okay.
Do you want one?
Yeah, that's expensive.
Okay. This is good for up to 1 ounce.
All right. Oh, it's going pretty good. I'm just here because a couple months ago, I was falsely arrested here.
Oh boy, now we get to hear the whining begin, how he's unlawfully arrested against the Constitution and his First Amendment right and yada yada yada, and nobody gives a shit. Nobody cares.
And I was wondering if you have anything to note on that.
I can't speak anything.
You can. And there's no court case holding you accountable legally.
Here's your receipt.
You have no comment for the fact that I was illegally arrested for exercising my First Amendment right.
There's a QR code if you want to take a survey and let us know how we're doing today.
Okay.
There you are. Thank you so much.
So you're not able to comment on it? So no note? There's nothing you can... Were you told that you can't comment on it, or are you assuming?
Yeah, kids these days, they still haven't learned anything since my day when I didn't know no was a complete sentence. I know it now, but this kid don't know it. She said she's not going to talk about it. That's all there is to it. So shut up and move on and go home, because your audit is over.
Okay. Well, now the post office is doing very well. Besides just ignoring the blatant fact they violated my rights, they can't speak on the matter. Come on. All right, so today's video went so much smoother because they know they're wrong, and they know that if they speak on it, it'll put them in a deeper hole. This right here is change. Sure, the cops weren't called. Sure, we didn't get a big YouTube click reaction, but you know what? I effected change at 16.
Well, congratulations. I know the next time I go to the post office, which will probably be never because I hate going to the post office, that I would be able to film in there if I wanted to, because you saved me from the tyranny at the post office, you idiot. Anyway, that's just stupid. Go back to school, kid. Go back to school.
I caused the post office to look at themselves and scramble the workers together and fix it and literally say, we cannot talk about that. That's change. It's avoidant, but it is change. So if you guys enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, and comment down below what you thought about this audit. And I will have a new upload out sometime soon.
Wow, talk about delusional. He's on a bad road, 16 years old. Where could he go from here? Sound like another David Hogg. Jesus Christ, this kid is silly. Silly, just silly, I say. Anyway, I can't say too much about him because he's just a kid. He ain't very bright. His brain hasn't fully developed yet. Hopefully it'll grow in the right direction instead of the wrong one. Anyway, you all have a great day. I love ya. Bye. Hope you enjoyed.